Hello everyone, I'm Gabe. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the two tanks that I have and which one do I like best. So let's talk about it. So I've had Arkham here, my 125 gallon 6 feet aquarium, running for about roughly 10 months now. This, as you can see, is stocked with African cichlids. And on the other side of this wall, I have my Amazonian, the 5 foot, 110 gallon aquarium stocked with angels and discus. So the purpose of this video for today, I'm going to be comparing the African cichlids to the so-called king of the freshwater aquariums hobby, which is the discus. I'm going to leave the angels out of it for this video, just because these two are regarded as the two most beautiful fish in the hobby today. So it's showtime for this too. Let's get into it. These two are the supermodels of the freshwater world. I mean, look at them. It's like they were handcrafted by the gods. Both of these fish possess the power to keep you staring at your tank for hours. They both provide us with amazing coloration and elegance that we all hope for in our aquariums. Discus are regarded as the king for a good reason, but those Africans, they're not going down without a fight. And to fight, well, they like that. However, for beauty, I think I would give it to the discus. That is just my opinion. You may disagree though.
Running down your river, seeing me quiver and fall. I wanna float right above.
When it comes to activity, there is a huge difference between these two. Let me show you what I mean if you don't already know. On one hand, I have Arkham, my 6 feet long 125 gallon aquarium, occupied by 34 sick in the head individuals. They like to be swimming back and forth all day long, like the good inmates they are. That's when they're not fighting. I imagine this is like visiting the projects in New York. There's always something going on, and you can't trust nobody. And then on the other hand, there is Amazonian, my 5 feet long, 110 aquarium. Inhabited with some of the most beautiful fish you will ever see. They like to take their time. They're not in a hurry. It's almost like they know they're beautiful, so they have that supermodel attitude that I was telling you about. When it comes to food, that's when things get very different for these two. African cichlids on one hand, I have three kinds. I have mbunas, peacocks, and haps. Peacocks and haps are more of a protein-based diet, but mbunas, they need more fibers, so I give them veggie pellets. I feed them these three brands that you're seeing here, which is omega-1, super color. They actually help a lot with bringing out the color in them. I also feed them the two variations of New Life Spectrum, which is the Thera A variation and the Algimax. Again, that is for the New Life Spectrum food. And I also feed them the Northern pellets, veggie, and cichlids. I always soak their food in garlic guard. This is for finicky eaters. It also helps their immune system. And so, yeah, that's what these guys eat. For the discus, I feed them these three brands that you're seeing here, which is the Tetracolor pellets. This is pretty good. This Tetracolor pellets. Actually, when I bought my discus, I asked the breeder. I bought them here at a local breeder, and I asked him what kind of food he gives them, just so I can make sure that I gave them the same. And he showed me this. I bought it off of Amazon. It was like $10, so it's actually really cheap. Again, it's really good. I also feed them the new light spectrum discus variation. That one, they like it. They like it too, and it's pretty good. And I also feed them the Seacom discus flakes. Those are really good too. They love it. They go after it. I also soak their food, same than the Africans. I soak it with garlic guard. Finicky eaters, again, they will go crazy for it. And so this is what they eat. And this is going to lead us into our next topic for the video, which is decor. So let's go there. If you know anything about African cichlids, then you know that you're very limited when it comes to decor. Just a few rocks and some sand, and that's about all you can do. But that's actually a good thing, because then that means that actually their beauty becomes the main attraction of the show. Now, when you're looking at a discus tank, things take a dramatic turn. Your options are endless. Even though discus just might be the most beautiful fish in the hobby today for freshwater fish, you can always complement that with some driftwood and some plants. I have some ideas for some change that I will be doing in this tank here in the future, but for now, this will do it for me. Lastly, let's talk about some of the similarities in care for these two. And believe it or not, they have a lot in common, because almost everything is identical. Other than their dietary needs that we already spoke about before, the only two things that I find different from these two is number one is temperature. I have the temperature set at 80 degrees for my discus and 78 for the Africans. The second thing is water flow, or the weight maker. For the Africans is on 24/7. It never goes off. That's just because they like it that way. In my discus tank, it's on for a few hours a day, and that is really not for discus. That's just for all the small fish that I have in there with them, because they might get tired of swimming or something. But the discus actually like current strong. They're slow swimmers, but they're not going to be pushed around, and so yeah, it's really just the same for both of them. Now it's time to decide which one would I pick if I had to get rid of one of them. And I would keep this one. And I know I've said a couple of times in this video that discus for me are the most beautiful of them too, and it's because they are. But there's something about the simplicity of these Africans that I just fell in love with. I love the simplicity of the tank. I love their personality. I actually fell in love on how sick in the head they are. I don't know, maybe I'm sick in the head too. Who knows? I find myself staring at this tank way more than I do to the discus. As soon as I get home, I just come straight to them. I hope that decision never has to be made, but if it does, this is what I would keep, no doubt. If you made it this far into the video, I thank you for your time. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
The choice is yours.